What's up, guys? We're out here with our March monthly. We have Brandon on your left playing Gladiator Beasts against Ultimate Time Wizard Niagara champion Dan Rose on the right playing Krystia-Sworn. We have it here, round one. Go ahead. This is your match. I assume you remember this perfectly.
No, I don't remember most of these perfectly. I do remember one of my duel. Like I remember this week I was just getting the top decks of the lifetime. I've definitely, I don't know if it was on camera, but I remember playing Dan round one, like on another monthly, and just getting smoked every time. When we get to round two, I got another great matchup for me, and it was just, I felt like I was getting all the heavy hitters in one. I was like, really had to go and show, but.
Trooper, you got one name, one fairy, milling a JD.
Do you know if Dan mains the reincarnation?
I believe he plays one.
Yeah.
I want to say this was still his 46 card build. He was playing 46 when we went in Vegas for the 3v3 as well.
Oh yeah, we're back. This is post Vegas, Ryan. We got the GOAT. I know you don't like him when I call you champion, but and you're the closest thing to it.
We ended up getting third place, me, Colin, Dan, which was awesome. Really, really nice event. Overdue, but more importantly, we got the Retiari banishing the JD, so there's no way that's getting reincarnated.
So I play Matt a lot with Lightsworn, so I know how, like, if they're not getting Lightsworns in the grave, getting rid of that JD early is great, because, like, yeah, there's one more, but now the beckoning isn't gonna be great. It also shuts off, like, the monster reincarnation.
True, but I think he milled the Arcus there off the Trooper as well. I think that would have been a better thing to banish, because I know Gladiator Beasts have a ton of targeting cards. So if they're able to, like, get that back on the field via, Call the Haunted or Illumina, I think that could be more troublesome.
I think my reasoning, I think I have like a summoning, like a solemn warning or solemn judgment or something set to, like, prevent from that.
Right. I feel like against Lightsworn, you're usually solomoning either, of course, something that's going to make you lose the game, or even just like Solar Recharge Pitch. Like, you're paying half your life for a +1, which is always pretty nice. But getting the Bestiari here, I assume going to try to go for a Geysera's play. Yep. Returning that for hopefully a pop 2. Beckoning Light. Yep. Ooh, and you have the cat in hand too. Why did you go for the Geysera's play over the cat?
This is just, like, over time I've been learning how to hold on to resources. I for so long that's what I was, like, messing up with this Glad deck, is, like, I would just set all my spells and traps, get hit by heavy, and just, like, losing everything. So I saved the cat for follow-up play. Like, I know a lot of Glad players will have the cat turn one, just make a Laquari, have a big guy, and I'm like, my little guys, especially with, like, a Wabaku or something set, can do all the things that if I didn't have cat, and then if they do clear my board, the cat's the answer to everything. So
I'm surprised you wouldn't solemn this if you had the solemn set.
Maybe I didn't. Maybe this wasn't the game. I really don't remember.
I guess if that was his fourth name, the Celestia. Kind of out of frame. Hard to see how many cards are in Dan's hand, but I feel like those are, like, the two big cards to solemn against Lightsworn is Solar Recharge and, of course, Judgment Dragon.
Yeah.
But, of course, it depends on the situation. Like, it could be a heavy, it could be a reincarnation, even, like, potentially a Krystia, which could give you trouble. But I think what you solemn tells a lot about what other cards you have, if you're able to deal with it or not.
I also, maybe I didn't have the solemn, but I think I did have, because I started main decking 2 Starlight Roads.
Oh, for sure.
Like, just especially with Blackwings, the Icarus, I feel like I see it. I found myself at, like, every locals siding in the second Starlight Road anyways. Like, I don't mind siding it out. Plus, it just, even like against frogs or something, it saves me from a heavy storm or whatever.
Oh, for sure. Especially most tournaments, I think Blackwings is pretty common, especially with Lightsworn gaining more steam. So I can definitely see why you'd want to main deck the 2 Starlight Road. And then worst case, it's, like you said, it's an easy side out against, like, frogs, things like that.
Yeah. So I don't know what my other thing.
I mean, you're definitely winning the game right here. I mean, Cat Tiger, like, I don't see how Dan can come out of this.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know what they say, Dan is truly one of a kind. So yeah, well, I mean, we're
dude,
just
my heart's beating so fast right now.
Yeah, I mean, you're just resolving everything. Yeah, looking at his grave, seeing where you're willing to banish. I want to say his 4 names: Lila, Celestia, Wolf, Arcus 2, I think. Oh, no, Arcus is banished. Okay, yeah. So it definitely doesn't have 4 names now if he had 4 before.
Yeah.
And, of course,
and I
the
took out the
Celestia,
fairy.
the fairy as well. Let's see. If you go for the Heraclinos play here.
With the War Chariot off the Sam Knight, yeah.
Oh, for sure. I mean, you have 5 bodies. You have multiple cards in hand. Yeah, there's no reason not to. Heraclinos Chariot, I mean...
I love, like, Dan's not scooping until, like, he draws a card and knows.
For sure, like...
He milled the Gores, and I'm still like, oh, dude, I don't know.
Yeah, like,
what is he going to draw?
Is he on Tragodia? Is he on Orange Light? Like,
yeah.
Because you could Heraclinos and you could chain the Orange Light. You know, like, you never know.
Right.
But then you have, like, the Chariot, so, like, yeah. I mean, like, you know, Gigaplants everywhere, like, their end board's pretty scary, but, I mean, Heraclinos Chariot's right up there in terms of scary end boards. Especially being able to recur the Chariot bag with, like, a quest and things like that. We have Aaron off the top. Maybe he has an honest play. The way he plays his cards is, I always, like, like, he'll just, like, he's going to set a card and then, like, he'll, like, play it or, like the mind control. Probably baiting the negate.
What is that card set? It's been set the whole game.
You tell me. You played, so.
Dude.
I think he probably has like either 2 or 3 cards in hand. I'm not too sure how we could get out of this. Maybe like JD Crash with the Heraclinos. Already have the normal summon there. Maybe he's thinking of Orange Lighting. Yeah. But then you have the Chariot, so like it's not... I assume maybe like attack Honest and then you Chariot and then Orange Light maybe? Oh yeah, the D Prison. That makes sense because he's never really attacked at this point in time.
Yeah, maybe I should have gone for the Arcus early game if it was just a D Prison that whole time.
Yeah, yep. I mean, easy game 1. Again, I don't know how Dan's getting out of that. Outside of, again, if he like attacked Honest, you have the Chariot, then you can't really, it's tricky.
Yeah, but I saved the cat until I either knew I could put a presence that he can't get rid of, or if with cat, like if he did get rid of my board, like I just go right into a merm, get at least an attack off or something.
Yeah. Do you remember any of your side patterns after game 1? Because you're going second.
So I this was like the first tournament that I tried anti-spell fragrance for. I had been like playing around with it for a while.
I think I told you to play it.
Yeah, it might probably.
That card's nice.
Because I just wanted to get practice with it, I was like playing against Josh and playing against Matt. I like just would side it against Lightsworn, like against everything to see like if it would even mess up my like flow and everything. Mm-hmm. So I definitely did the double anti-spell fragrance. Which worked pretty well, and double light imprisoning, and then probably another Ratari.
I see. Yeah, Merm popping your own monsters because it can pop any monster on the field.
Yep.
Brain Pang A. I mean, getting that +1 is always really good. Popping the Mirror Force, which I assume he would have done on any of Gladiator Beasts. But going back to anti-spell, I know Andres Torres is siding 3 of them. He got 4th place at Vegas. He was playing Tengu for that event. And he got, I believe, top 8 at the recent, Southside Gaming tournament in Florida this weekend. I mean, he's multiple YCS champion, world's competitor, like very, very knowledgeable player. So I think if he's playing cards like that, it's definitely worth considering.
I think that's what it was. I forget what YCS was right before this or one of the bigger tournaments, and I watched 3 different Glad decks, and all 3 of them were siding 2 or 3 anti-spells, and I'm like, there's got to be a reason. So,
for sure.
And like I said, I already have the second Starlight Road for Celestia and JD, so.
Especially being able to do like a trap stun, like cat play or like Geyseris, I mean, you just blow them out the water, especially like with Heraclinos afterwards for insurance. But I mean, you see him milling the decree there. I assume he sided that in.
Yeah.
But getting the Chariot there for insurance, tagging out for another body. I assume Ratiari trying to get rid of that Arcus again.
Yeah, now I'm definitely gonna get rid of
Arcus
that.
is insane.
Or I don't know if he had a Celestia. Sometimes if you're playing the fairy or what is it, Krystia-Sworns, like I'll get rid of
the Lightsworn fairies.
The Lightsworn fairies first.
Thinking about this, I would probably just go for Arcus, but you're touching the light, okay, or the fairy.
Yeah, I think he had more. He only had 2 names, and knowing his build, I know he has like triple wolf, 1 Arcus, 1 Raikou, 1 like he has low counts on him, so And I think that's why on the other duel I went for JD instead. As more kind of like pre-playing Dan, knowing that he has less names that I have to worry about.
Yeah, you're pretty much saying you better have it.
Yeah.
Kind of thing, yeah. Going for the Wolf here, maybe he has like a Celestia in his hand. Or a Plague Spreader for a Synchro Play, but I would assume Celestia. See what he has here. Oh, Lumina. Probably trying to get the Arcus, maybe. Shut off those deep prisons.
Luke turned me on to that Sam Knight. How like I always only use Sam Knight as essentially a rescue cat card. But after this I started the My Body.
Against the Chariot? Nah, that's not working. That's a counter trap. Cause you did Lumina.
I think I questioned it, but I'm like, Dan knows what he's doing.
Nah, that's absolutely not. Yeah, so counter traps, they can only be responded to counter traps. Yeah, nah, you definitely can't My Body that. But then so he pitched, so that's what it was. He did Lumina, pitched the Orange Light, you chained a Chariot. He tried to chain My Body, which you can't do, but anyway. We have more of the classic Dan. Am I setting the card? Am I playing the card? Who really knows? I don't even think he knows. But, yep, going for the Arcus. 1800 too.
Yeah, but I mean,
I want to see
putting it in
Wabaku
defense
set.
is fine for me. I get my tap anyway, so.
Right. I would assume that means he doesn't have like an Honest in hand. Oh, letting it go through. Did you not set the Wabaku maybe? I'm curious. Oh,
I already used it.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that Chariot's crazy. Nah, you cannot chain a quick play to a counter trap. That's all right.
But
man.
this is why I've been doing these videos. Like I'm learning every time.
That's insane.
Usually I have to. See, I did the second Chariot.
Okay.
But what did he try to do?
Oh, I think he's saying like Arcus says you can't target, but Chariot doesn't target.
Yeah. That one I feel like I knew.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll go off milling too. Yeah, Brain, Cold Wave. Do you play Cold Wave in your Gladiator Beast deck?
No, I don't like it. I like having the ability to use my stuff too. So
Gotcha. I feel like it was like an initial staple, but like nowadays you don't really see Cold Wave too much.
I want to try True Nade a little more, especially like people aren't. There we go. People aren't expecting it as much in Glads. So if I do the what am I doing here? Why'd I go?
I know Bestiar is mandatory, so you would pop the Call to Haunted.
No, I know that, but I can't target either. Oh, I guess it's just to attack over both of them.
Yeah, because Arcus you can't target Lightsworns, so like you
Yeah.
pretty much just summon the Red Eyes Black Dragon, just like attacking, and then doing your thing, checking if you want to retire anything. He has one card in hand. I mean, you lose to JD, I guess, but I assume you're going for a quest to get back the Chariot, so then it's just battle phase.
Yeah.
So it depends on if you have like a battle phase card or not. Yeah, I mean, Glad's going in, like.
Dude, when Glad's cooked, dude, once you like kind of get them tapping in, tapping out, like it's really tough. Except for Blackwings, like they can answer almost every Glad.
Heraclinos, huh? I assume you have another back row, because if he just goes JD attack.
Well, I got the Chariot off of a quest.
Right, but he can just go summon JD Crash, and then like you're on like no bodies, and you're like trying to like hope to draw a card, but we'll see. Two cards in hand.
Maybe do I have a monster in hand?
Okay,
maybe
passing.
that's why I was
maybe
like...
Gore's in hand, but even still, yeah.
I could have just been like, I don't care. You better have it.
Yeah. Okay, Avarice. I assume you're gonna negate
Avarice.
that. Yeah. Okay. And then we have the recharge. Yep, scooping 2-0.
2-0.
All right.
Dan.
That's round one. On to the next match.
All right. See ya.